This is the fourth video clip of our TA Raw Materials raise for the spring of 2024. What I'll do with this particular video is focus on the sectors and industries. As you can see, we are on the homepage at the moment. If we just scroll down, we get to sectors and industries by clicking on sectors and industries, and it drops down, and you'll see here listed 30 sectors and industries that the platform's tracking information on. Okay. Um, with the daily reports for the sectors and industries, they go out twice a day. And after each sector and industry, you have the total number of companies within that sector or industry that we're tracking information on. So if we just have a quick look down through this, we have under energy, we've got 5,663, nuclear energy 162, and then dropping down to mining and metals, we've got 5,721, as you can see. What we'll do is we'll focus on, I think, just a couple of the sectors and industries. If we click on mining and metals here, the mining and metals report is very popular with our clients because it goes out twice a day, but it gives them a very good summary of the most important news articles of the day. So let's say, for example, if someone's working and focused mainly on, say, I don't know, say lithium and nickel, or on uranium and vanadium, and they're getting the daily reports for those metals and minerals, it means they can be switched on for the mining and metals daily. They get it twice a day. 7 days a week, and they don't miss out on any of the major mining stories, whether it be to do with IPOs or companies being spun out of existing companies, or JVs, for example, between mining companies and renewable energy companies. So as you can see here, all of the breaking news with mining and metals is mentioned. Most recent news article up at the top. Like the rest of the service, it's multi-perspective. So just scrolling down here, 30 news articles on this page. You can go back historically as well. Under each headline, you have the source, the date, the time, and the percentage relevance as to how relevant the article is to the topic, which in this case is mining and metals. And also, as anything over 70%, the percentage rating is highlighted in red, as obviously these are the most important news articles. But having a quick look down through here, some really good articles. As you can see, we've got the Vitol CEO confirms energy trading giant is getting into metals. We've got BHP set to dethrone Codelco as the world's biggest copper producer. And then we've got the Gina Reinhardt news article as well, which has been probably the biggest news article from the last few hours. So just scrolling back up here, if you wanted to switch yourself on for the mining and metals daily, you go to email subs, you click on that, you then put a little tick in the daily box, and we recommend with this report that the minimum relevance is 70%, or I'd say 60% is also pretty good actually as well. And that then goes out twice a day. Some of our clients will receive an email alert every time there's a news article coming through. If you want to do that, you just put a little tick in the alert, press submit, and then you'll be receiving that as well. So we have the top 100 links for the mining and metals as well. That would show you the top 50 companies and the top 50 individuals mentioned with anything to do with mining and metals throughout our platforms, throughout all sources. But what we'll do is instead we'll go to the companies and entities, because this, as with all of the sectors and industries, gives you a full list of all of the companies that we're tracking information on that are involved with mining and metals. The list goes alphabetically across and down, and it just really shows you how extensive this service is and how we are always adding in new companies to the platform as well. And looking at this, when you have the little red logo next to a company name, it means there's been a news article within the last 24 hours. But as you can see, these are all of the mining companies that we're tracking information on, just beginning with the letter A. So it's really, really thorough, and you can receive daily emails or email alerts on any of these. It's really up to you. Again, if you just keep scrolling down, you'll see that we will eventually hit the letter B. But again, gives you a very good idea as to how extensive the service is. So we just scroll up. What I want to show you, we'll have a look at one company. Let's have a look at Al Rosa. So if we just scroll up, here we go. I just wanted to show you how we have additional news, different additional languages on the platform as well. If we click on Al Rosa, like you click on any of these companies, page refreshes, and then we come straight through, and you can see all of the news articles where Al Rosa has been mentioned. The most recent news article up at the top. As you can see, these are all written in English, but if we wanted to see the Russian language articles, we can put a little tick in the box here. The page will refresh, and then we will have all of the Russian language news articles where Al Rosa has been mentioned coming through as well. So it does mean that you can see news articles about different companies in either Russian, German, and French as well, if you choose to do so, and even have your whole account set up to receive news articles on with yeah, in the languages of your choice. Again, with any company news, you can switch it yourself on for a daily or email alerts. It's really up to you. And like with throughout the whole platform, we have the top 100 links. So if we have a quick look at Al Rossa here, you'll see the top 50 companies have been mentioned with it in news articles, and also the top 50 linked individuals as well. So scrolling down here, top linked companies: Lukoil, Circuit Neftegas, Aeroflot, Yandex, Sberbank, and so on. And over here, top linked individuals, you can obviously see a lot of people from the mining world and also from politics mentioned there as well. So let's go back to the sectors and industries. So we were having a look at mining and metals. I think what we'll do is we shall now, let's have a look at another one. Let's have a look at automotive, for example. So let's say this is obviously where all the electric vehicle companies are mentioned as well. So if we click on automotive here, the page refreshes, gives you all of the most recent news where, well, it's obviously to do with the automotive industry. Um, Again, you can see it's very much the same layout. Latest news, companies and entities, top 100 links, email subs. If we click on the companies and entities, either here or over here for the 793, this is where we get a full list of all of the automotive companies around the world that we're tracking information on. Again, yeah, coverage is very good of well, pretty much everywhere, but also places like China as well. And I'm just clients of ours at the moment. We've been focusing mainly on the whole sort of mining world with clients of ours in either in the EU, Australia, Canada, and the United States. But we are beginning to spend more and more time focusing on companies involved with areas like electric vehicles, battery storage, renewable energy, aerospace, and defense as well. I'm scrolling down here at nuclear energy. If we click on that, quite a few of our clients that receive information on, for example, say the daily uranium, they'll also be switched on for the daily nuclear energy as well as the mining and metals daily as well. But again, you can see how that works. Top 100 links, companies and entities, and so on. If we just have a quick look down here, I'm just thinking if it's worth showing you anything else. Oh, obviously, we track everything on the financial side as well, which is good. I mean, let's say if there happens to be a particular bank that's investing in a mining project, it means that you can see what's been written about it. You can see what other projects it has invested in as well. And looking down here as well, we've got technology as well, telecoms, transportation as well, which is obviously hugely involved with the whole raw materials side of things. So this part of the service, I would say, is very useful, and the mining and metals daily is particularly good because, of course, you receive it at breakfast time wherever you are in the world. You have your time zone set up for wherever you are. Just going down to my settings here for this demo account, um, and of course with the reports that you get, for example, with the daily mining and metals, you have the recommended news articles up at the top. Actually, the city for this time zone has been set as Vancouver on this one. As you can see, reports 7 days a week, just in English. And these are reports that were set up for this demo account. Yeah, okay. And this is what it looks like for all of our clients as to what you might receive. So it means you can get a whole load of stuff that you want to receive. You can chop and change. Let's say, for example, you suddenly lose interest in rare earths and you're more interested in zinc, for example. You can switch one off and then go and switch zinc on. You can chop and change as much as you like. And with regards to the companies that you are receiving either email alerts, daily emails, or weekly emails on as well. When you go well in business, let's say if you go to the Future Minerals Forum in Riyadh in January and you're based in Vancouver, all it means is you click on your city for your time zone, change it from Vancouver to Riyadh, and it means that you'll get the breakfast reports for breakfast time in Riyadh. And again, of course, you have the recommended news articles that are chosen by our team of analysts up at the top, and then the rest of the news articles down below that. So okay, we've done a quick look at the sectors side of things here. Let's go back to the mining and metals. We click on that, mining and metals again, page refreshes, and we are back to where we have all of the most recent news articles where mining is mentioned. And again, you can see multiple perspective. Over on the right-hand side, most viewed articles, you can click on any of these to see the most, see which articles are proving to be the most popular. So again, a very, very flexible service. I think that's pretty much it for the sectors and industries side of things. So we'll move on to the next one.